I started recording. Cool. What direction do you hold for that warp?
Just down, right.
Oh, okay. It looked like it was way more right than down, but down right is correct. So I guess you're just holding a little farther right that time. That was good. So, excuse me, I imagine you even noticed at the time there was that little bit of not dashing at the end because it was awkwardly too close to dash. You would have bonked, right?
Yeah.
Um, so that does happen here regardless of the line you take, but I guess leading up to that I should mention that this line was very far from the wall. You really want to be hugging the wall here.
Mm-hmm.
And then what I use as a cue for this is my dash near the beginning of this fence post. So dashing here, like if you mash out dashes perfectly and take a really good line, I think you have room for a final dash before the dig. But sometimes sometimes the line is bad, which gives you more room to do that dash, but also sometimes you're not pressing A on the very first possible frame to dash, and then you end up in a scenario like this where you don't have enough room. So what I do is just treat it as a variable, and whenever I get to around this area, if the final dash I do is like past these bushes, I guess, this bush here, so close to the beginning of this fence post, then I know I don't need to do a final dash. I'll be fine. If it's a little bit farther back than that, I mean, there is a perfect spot where I know I just can't, I won't be able to do a final dash. But I know if I'm a little bit past that, like here-ish, then I will be able to fit in another dash there. So I don't think that helps in this scenario, the one we just watched, because you were just too close in the end. But that can help you anticipate what's going to happen. So you never end up with like a long period without dashing at the end. Right. Hey, bdamja's here.
Hey, what's up?
Hello.
I assume there's a one framer out of that dig spot.
Yeah, I always mash.
And
Didn't
here,
get it though.
You're coming from the left side, and so like ideally the line is from the dig spot to the load zone on this left side. Obviously, you have to adjust if you accidentally like dash out to the middle here, and it's hard to do because the camera's facing the other direction. But you end up kind of going to the right here, so you probably lost a frame or two getting to the load zone there. Oh, fun fact, I'll just point this out even though nobody does it, including me. You can actually fit in a dash before that dig spot.
Oh, do you actually do it?
No, I don't. I don't think anybody does.
Oh, okay.
But you can.
I've gone for it before, just out of like forgetfulness and bonked usually, but I have gotten it.
I don't know what the frame window is, if you have to get it on the first possible frame, maybe the first two. But it's just so awkward. Oh, sorry, I didn't look at that line. Did you hug the left wall?
I just hold right.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that seems good. I mean, it's hard to take perfect lines regardless, but it's good to have them in mind.
Yeah, especially in like areas where the camera's weird.
Yeah.
All right, this is my first time I've ever gone for this.
Okay.
So you'll see the result.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
So have you done this with the mist viewer thing?
No.
Oh, okay. There's a purple mist avoid thing in the what is it? Trigger viewer? It's like the menu with the load zone viewer.
Okay.
That really helps in practicing this. But I can also just kind of show you, or well, I'll describe what I do. I guess it's probably better. So
I'm curious as to what went wrong here, because it felt like
Yeah.
Like I wait for like the third like little fart cloud to come out of the lantern after my second roll, and then
Between
do
the
the rest of the rolls
second
normally.
between the second lantern swing and the third one, it looks like you could have gone a lot further,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah, so ultimately the problem was that this lantern swing was too far away from the end. So even at its widest, the safe zone didn't reach.
Okay.
There are
Yeah.
basically two problems you can encounter here. One is the one I just described, and the other is catching up to the safe zone as it expands on the final one. Okay, those are the two main problems anyway. So like if you did this last swing and then you did really good rolls to the end, even if you were close enough for it to eventually expand to the end, you would get there too fast. And then, yeah, obviously there are other ways to mess it up, like just running too far on the first ones, but that's pretty easy to avoid. So a couple of things before getting to like why it failed or addressing that. You can swing the lantern from here. You can just mash lantern out of this transformation. You really don't need to be up at the edge. And then here, something that's actually helpful with too is making sure you get an auto roll here. It's not really important for the mist, but auto roll is just so much faster than walking and then rolling when you land. Like we were looking at yesterday in Palace.
Yeah.
Bdamja.
Yeah, exactly.
So like when you're really close to the edge and roll like that, you might accidentally press A right after you jump, which makes auto rolling impossible. So I can help with that too. But had the right idea there. I think that lantern swing was a little bit early. I aimed for like halfway across this, and I can't tell because you do the camera differently, but that was a little closer to the side. And then let's see. 2, 3. Yeah, so I would do. There is enough space there to do roll, run, and then 2 more rolls. You really have plenty of space. You don't need to be mashing. Like you don't need to be scared of that. And that's what's going to get you close enough to this. And then on this final one, on this final one, obviously you'd be starting a little bit further forwards if you did that. And then same exact thing. You can just do roll, leave space. And I actually leave a little bit more space between the first and second roll than I normally would between rolls, just to let the fog extend a bit. Because like if you get super unlucky and get really fast rolls, then you'll void. So insert I'm too fast emote here.
Holy.
So, okay, and you know to put the lantern away? Okay. So there's another thing.
You got the good respawn.
Yeah, if you fail the purple mist, it doesn't work the same way the second time for some reason, but if you just put the lantern away by pressing A and then go and do the exact same thing, then it's fine. So, no need to reload. Oh, sorry.
No, he got the good respawn, yeah.
Sorry, yep.
Yeah, I've noticed that though. The thing that you're talking about, where if you like try to go, it doesn't work the same.
Yeah.
So do you just put the lantern away and take it out, and then it works normal?
Yep.
Okay, that's good to know.
Do you have to like wait after putting it away, or no? I can't remember.
I'm not really sure, but what I have always done and what has always worked is just putting the lantern away as soon as I respawn, then roll over with the lantern still away to where I would normally start the thing, and then just do it like normal. Yeah, sorry, I didn't realize that you made it. So obviously this movement is not something you'd have standardized because that's not normally what you would be doing here. But something that you can think about for movement in here in general is that you can stay pretty close to the sign. You don't need to roll away to avoid reading it if that's what you're doing. Because you need to pull sword out, or you want to pull sword out at some point anyway. So you can just pull sword out on the roll that would be right there. And
does the animation of pulling the sword out prevent you from like interacting with stuff? Or you just mean like to occupy that time when you're running?
I meant to occupy the time, but I actually don't know. Let me check that.
I mean, there is the thing with like Dangoro where you like slash in the middle.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, you're right. So it does.
So it probably should work that way.
Or I
feel like pulling your sword out might be different though.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You're right. Let me check that. Good question. Looks like no. Oops, that's not what
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, you could still take your sword out and then slash and then roll.
Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, I guess it's just always worked out spacing wise, like something like that.
Yeah. Mhm.
Mhm.
When I've applied that. But yeah, just something you can keep in mind.
Yeah, I don't really like even if I wasn't spawning there, I don't really have it standardized. I'm just kind of like I roll to the load zone and take my sword out at some point.
And it is kind of hard to standardize it because the rolls are going to be such variable speed up that slope,
Yeah.
depending on your execution.
Ooh.
So
Yeah. I wonder if putting lantern away is worth it for the lag reduction.
yeah, I've never known that. I don't know.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. But you still have to take it out again at the end. Well, I guess that probably wouldn't matter that much, but
Yeah, I don't think taking. You know what? I've never known this. Let's find out. I don't know whether taking lantern out from it not being out at all takes any longer than taking it out from it being on Link's hip. So
I think it does take longer. Like Link has to run more. Are you talking about like the swing from him not having it out or not?
yeah. So wait, let me
I'm
see.
pretty sure. Yeah.
70,
If you-
12. Okay, it started on 12. All right, and the lantern. Well, how am I even going to judge this? I guess I can judge by the end of the swing. So 12 to 34, so 22. Oops. Oh, I have turbo on. And then here, I'll just start at another 12 to make it easy. No, shit. All right.
Oh, okay.
34. No, so it's the same.
Oh, okay, you're right. Interesting.
Yeah, I've always wondered that. Never bothered to check. Oh, sorry. Let me look back at this. Doop, ba-doop.
Jump attack's interesting.
Yeah, that was awkward.
Oh,
Good save.
nice.
Yes. Go ahead.
Oh, I just said nice. That's all.
Oh. Sorry. So I think the movement I liked best here when I was running any percent was roll stab, which is pretty awkward because you start the third roll right before the cutscene trigger, and then sometimes you don't get the B press in before you hit the trigger.
Mhm.
And then one nice thing about that is that one, it gets you really far, and two, you can tell based on where the Shadow Beast is moving and facing before you hit that trigger whether you can just kill it immediately out of that. So like if it's facing you and coming towards you kind of like this, and you had done a roll stab, you would end up like here, and then out of the cutscene you could just mash a jump attack and you would kill it.
Yeah. I'm just always used to it being two rolls away. So I roll and then I roll stab after I like jump attack into the cutscene. So like that's why I was like not ready for it to be so close.
Oh, I see. You're used to worse RNG, yeah. Yeah, roll stab should get you a little bit further anyway. And then, yeah, so it's really hard to tell. Like, I half expected this guy. I didn't know watching this a minute ago whether this guy was going to turn around. Like, I have no idea. Feels like there's some element of RNG in that. But what you can do is basically plan to go around to a side of him. So, like, you could plan to go here in between them. And then if he happens to turn around and notice you, then great. You don't have to go that far. But, helps to have kind of a game plan there.
Yeah. My general game plan for this kind of scenario is just to wiggle around between them until they're like both facing me, but
Well,
obviously that's not like
yeah, it sometimes works. One other thing
yeah.
you can think of and add to your arsenal is just running slashing one of them if they're facing
Yeah.
away. Or honestly, you could running slash this guy as you're passing him and then bring him over here. But to really do that, you'd have to know in advance that this guy's not turning around. So it's kind of assuming the worst case.
Hmm.
But yeah, these guys are really awkward as human.
Yeah. I mean, quick spinning is fine, but I do like when I notice they're both coming. I just prefer. Do you know about like the running to? I guess you do know that because you posted a clip for Bolton Camp. But like running to start a charge spin sooner, or like you run
Yeah.
and you press. Yeah, okay. That's like not very much slower than quick spin. I don't know. Helps me a little bit, but yeah, I guess it's not. I guess if you don't usually mess up that quick spin, it's not that necessary. But That's just how I prefer doing those last two.
My new controller like has such good notches that like quick spinning is really easy now compared to my old
Oh,
one.
nice.
So I'm like Rock Lee taking the training weights off, like
Holy.
really OP. So I just like spam quick spins whenever I can.
Nice.
Sure.
Also, it's technically faster to skip that portal in any percent.
Oh yeah, I think I have a comparison. I can't remember how much faster. I think it was like 6 frames or something, like really short.
Amazing.
And only if you do the quick EMS, right?
I believe it did that. Hang on, I need to. Yeah, I'll find it later. But yeah,
I like your iron boots.
Because I do EMS really slow. I mean, not that that was like a serious comment, but
Yeah,
I don't even like attack the thing to make it go over faster.
It's super not worth skipping the board.
Yeah. It's probably faster in like GMRTA. We're gonna be Wolf anyway, or like a Fair and Twilight doing category.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that would make sense.
well, if you enter as Wolf, then it saves a lot more time. Yeah.
Yeah. So here, I think I haven't actually timed this, but I'm pretty sure it's worth doing a roll and roll stab into the cutscene, even if it means you have to run a little bit. Because even though it's a slope, it's you get a lot of distance out of that.
And I think you
Where's
start
your
on flat
cue
ground,
for?
right?
Hmm?
You start on flat ground if you roll stab, right? Like you start on the top.
No, that
Oh,
here,
you
let me see where the
get there.
cutscene started, which I think is answering both your questions. Yeah, cutscene starts here. That's not quite flat yet.
Well, no, I'm saying like after the roll stab. Like, will you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty sure you start on flat ground, which is
After the
nice.
cutscene.
Yeah. Do you ask what's your cue, Heimlich?
Yeah, for telling when the cutscene starts.
I
I
think I look at this line. I'm not really sure now that I'm.
I think I look at like the dark thick line for the roll stab. What?
The dummy thick line?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless that's where the. Yeah, I'm kind of second guessing myself now.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a field-based thing. I don't have an actual cue, but
Maybe it is that white one.
yeah, something.
I can
like
see
that.
like a little line of white splotches, but yeah.
Yeah. And this movement is always awkward if you're starting from not flat ground because you don't really know how fast you're going to be going. But oh well, you weren't here for talking about Phantom's Ant, but you can burn this web from pretty far away. Any web, So you ended up getting way closer than you needed to. Like you could have been. I won't fault you for rolling another time here. Obviously, you were pretty far away, but you could be mashing a lantern out of this roll instead of waiting till you're all the way up there. Entrance was good. Oh, this setup. Oh, not this setup.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. So this I think even in I assume you based this setup on Sky's old setup.
Yeah.
So I think he points out in there that you don't really need to like nudge here. You can just kind of walk forwards and he'll slide along right. And I always found that pretty helpful. I used to do this setup, and it's nice. But
yeah.
Do you want to move away from doing a setup? Because I can kind of show you how I do it.
Yeah.
You sound convinced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mind doing the setup, but I like knowing for sure that I'm gonna get it like when I'm in the right spot.
Yeah.
As opposed to like just walking along and like having to do it really fast.
Yeah, I mean,
But I would like to see what you do.
The position isn't quite that precise. I think something I like doing in general is just like knowing the extremes, just like the furthest possible left and furthest possible right that's gonna work. That might like knowing what the range is probably gonna save you time because instead of looking for like the exact position you need, it's like, oh, I'm in the range, so this is gonna work.
Yeah, I just like kind of like the way I look at tricks in general is like, okay, I do like the angle thing, and then I move myself into position, and then I can focus on like the timing. And then if you're doing it fast, you kind of have to do all three things in one go.
Well, kind of. It a lot of, how do I put this? I feel like a lot of the time when I'm trying to find a way to do something faster, it's not so much a matter of just doing it all at once. It's often a matter of converting the focus from like angle to timing, or timing to position, or something like that. And so like an easy example of that is rupee roll, where I don't know if you know the horizontal aim method, but I switched to that recently, and it basically just converts having to aim precisely to having to time somewhat precisely. And because of that, I'm able to do it faster on average that way. So the same thing I think is true for this. Make a save state here. Oh, here, I'll do it with lantern out, since you usually, or yeah, any percent of course has lantern on here. So what I do is just hold down right out of the load, and then watch as Link turns and try to target at the right time to get the angle. So like this, and then I react to what angle I get. This is a little steeper than I want, though I think it might work.
You should.
Yeah, nice.
On the keys.
And then like this is perfect. I'm just walking over there, and then I just do the thing. Now the just walking over there part, this part, that probably takes some familiarity, and obviously the point I was trying to make is that I'm converting an angle setup to a timing based setup.
Mm-hmm.
And just the nature of the setup itself is much faster. Something like that.
Also, it's hard to practice this because the GZ save doesn't have sword or lantern out.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of.
I need to post
I guess
my
I could
patch
just make a min
that has
file.
that.
Or I could just steal Rodner's patch.
Or like you could load the save, pull out sword and lantern, exit, re-enter, and then, well, I guess if you're actually practicing the bit part as well, then that's kind of annoying. But if you are comfortable enough with what you do once you're on the pause menu, then you can just not do that and reload the save, or just respawn each time.
Yeah, or just teleport where you void.
Yeah, I don't practice the bit part. I just practice getting the frame.
Yeah, or use the reload area tool. That would be good, because then you get the actual fade in.
Or I guess I could give myself infinite hearts and just void out when I get it.
Yeah, I think the camera is a little bit different when you do that. Let me. Do you guys use the reload area tool?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah. So let me see. If I just do that here, then yeah, perfect.
Yeah, and then if you accidentally void, reload area is probably gonna reload you like from getting up out of the void.
Yeah, that's right.
But then you can just either you can re-enter and then set it again, or you can like warp to Forest Temple entrance and then area reload. That should fix it.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, that's how I approach that. And then, do you know about the? Well, you didn't struggle with this in this video, but do you know about the rolling your thumb from A to X thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did that for a while, but I've had times where I like mess it up.
Yeah, I mean it's just an idea. Just making sure you had it at your disposal.
Or I think I did it A to B to start, but same idea.
And this is the console reset one. You know, I've always wondered about this. So I press A to like go to the next screen around here, and you pressed it like half a second later. I don't know if that actually affects how long it takes for it to come up.
Pretty sure it does.
It would make sense if it did. But yeah, you can definitely press A quite a bit earlier there.
You can do it like right after he starts descending. That should work.
I've always waited for like the little slope part of the wall on the left as my cue to do it. That's just like always how I've done it.
Slope part
But
of the
right.
yeah, I
wall.
could definitely. It's
the
like
right?
it's hard to see with the splash screen. Yeah, the splash screen. If you go back a few frames, just started covering it.
Oops. Oh,
Uh,
that.
Yeah, that thing. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
see.
that's like as late as you can possibly go, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, you can go
Or
pretty
I
What?
go before
early.
then, but yeah,
Oh, I see. I see.
I'm like that's
Yeah.
my limit, and I like err on going later, I guess.
Okay. Well,
Also,
go ahead.
I was just gonna say the void timer starts like when you want to jump off as soon as possible. That's the bottleneck rather than like go into the corner immediately.
Yeah.
So like you took like a really good line or whatever to the corner, but you actually don't need that. You just need to jump as soon as possible. So it's better to just go directly right and then jump off. If that makes
Honestly,
Too
sense.
fast for my own good.
I've never worried about that for this one because I hate having the splash screen up. Like I feel like I can't see where I'm going, and I really don't want to
Oh
bleed.
yeah,
So,
that's fair.
but yeah, what you're saying is true. Ideally, you just jump as soon as possible. But yeah, my cue for pressing A is when Link is passing the height of like this slope, or not slope, this block here, I guess. Roughly,
Yeah.
like it's a huge window, but you can go much earlier.
Mhm.
Do you were you manually like tapping up to go to that?
Yeah.
Okay, I think if you just get used to how quick the thing moves when you're holding up, it's pretty easy to hold up so that the cursor moves on the first possible frame, and then just release to neutral
Yeah.
before it starts moving again.
By the way, do you know about mashing both A and start?
Yeah,
Just
I
like
do that,
Clouds. Okay.
or I like alternate between them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. Seems good. Were you going for speed puddle?
Yes. No,
Okay.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, okay. So this puddle, you see the water splash thing here?
Mhm.
It's basically the only flat ground here as you're moving this direction. So if you get a roll within that puddle, then you actually get a pretty good speed roll. I think you might have actually gotten in here. No, you were a little late, I think. Um, so the movement to do that is exactly what you just did: a DF walk pull with pulling sword, and then a roll, and then a roll straight after that. You just did it a little bit clumsily there. And then one thing about DF walking and pulling sword, you can pull sword while you're DF walking. So like ideally, what you're doing is holding up left ish and L and pressing sword on the first possible frame, then up left and L for one more frame before releasing, and then running. And then by the time you want to start your rolls from that, you're up to speed and the sword is out.
Oh, okay. That's I didn't. I like have been waiting to pull my sword because of the thing like where you press L and if you press B, your sword will like do a slash.
Yeah.
But I
So
guess if you just tap that, it won't happen.
yeah, the way it works is if L is still held on a certain frame of the sword coming out, then it slashes. It doesn't matter
Mhm.
when
Yeah.
you press B.
Yeah, so I'm just like holding L and up left, and then once I gain control, I press B, and then 2 frames later, I let go of L and go forward.
He counts the frames.
Yep. True, yeah. I go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I actually have a
Yeah,
metronome
I have
going at
a.
30 FPS,
Yeah.
30 BPS. Anyway, yeah, that's good. There's really moving through this tunnel. RTA just sucks. So speed puddle is just your best bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
And
this is kind of silly, but I did try jump attacking. I didn't time it, but I did try jump attacking into the load zone, like the glitch the stats does.
and getting an auto
And it,
roll
it
out.
seemed um I actually couldn't get an auto roll most of the time, but it just it made sense because usually my roll was less than 25 speed here, but like a
Uh-huh.
jump attack was 25 speed, so it felt like it was faster. But like if my rolls weren't good enough before, then the jump attack kept clanking, so I didn't end up doing it. But I don't know, I kind of liked it though.
Yeah.
Like in theory, it should be faster.
I've never done an RTA, but yeah, it probably is.
Yeah.
And then how do you time skipping that cutscene?
Um, I've pressed start when I see the cutscene.
Okay, it's pretty easy to anticipate this one. So like to save that half second that you were watching the cutscene,
Mhm.
just the lit up area, or I guess a little bit before it.
Yeah.
No, it is right at the lit up area. Like I feel like when I skip that cutscene, I watch like a frame of it. Obviously it's more than that, but
Yeah.
Mhm.
it's good. Very good.
Oh,
That's how you
nice.
do it.
Classic.
I was gonna say this lit up area is mostly flat, so it's actually kind of nice to run a little bit after the cutscene and then do your 2 rolls and running slash.
Mhm.
But it takes a little bit of practice to make sure that you don't go too far or like panic and roll stab at the end instead of getting a running slash.
Yeah.
DP time loss. You can, if you really want to, you can DF walk once you pick that nut up.
Yeah.
That seems good.
Did that kill the Boko?
Yeah,
I
it did.
can't. I don't
Yeah.
have sound. Okay.
Yeah, it did. Oh, you don't have sound.
Do you
right?
ever, Hamlik, do you ever have the issue where the
Oh.
Boko doesn't notice you, and he just like keeps slashing over there?
Uh,
Or is that?
and like you don't kill him with a spin.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, okay. I
Um,
mean, if it's not a problem, then it's not a problem. But I
yeah,
did
the
have
Boko
that for a
usually
while,
dies.
and the way I fixed it was like I would it's I feel like it's a distance thing where like if I went far enough away from the Boko, then he would like start running towards me. Um, like I don't know exactly how it works, but I'm like I would go like after throwing the nut, I would like go like further north than the vines, and then I would go to the cage, like just a
Oh,
little bit, and
so like,
then the Boko would pretty much always yeah I would go like yeah like kind of by there like
huh?
or by that pillar, and then I would go to the cage, and then I don't really have issues with him not noticing me.
I'd be more scared in that case of the Boko like coming to hit me while I'm throwing a nut or like blocking me because I've had that
Oh
happen
well,
before.
you throw the nut at the same spot. It's just like you go a little bit to the right first before breaking the cage.
Yeah, so after
Yeah.
you throw
Well.
the nut, you'd move.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not before. Yeah.
That I feel like a tip that I needed to hear a long time ago, and I probably still need to hear a lot today, honestly, is just go faster. For certain things, like this, doing this bit, it was just like you can't have even lost half a second doing that, but it felt a little bit clunky. Running up, targeting again, and then shifting a little bit. Like every step was a little bit separate, and I feel like if you practice this room enough, it's pretty easy to like run up, double tap target without waiting to see whether you've, targeted something. Move a little bit without seeing where Link has actually moved to, and then throw the nut.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It can be pretty smooth.
Yeah. I think that just comes down to practice.
Yeah, for sure. But like I say that, obviously the goal is to get faster, but I say that only to point out areas where you might not be thinking, like you might be thinking, oh, yeah, I'm just doing everything right and it's working, but you are still losing time there. It's like good to
Yeah.
have that in mind.
By the way, Beast, if it's faster to like target and well, probably not, because I'm like targeting and slashing and then spinning right out of that rather than like walking forward, pulling sword, and then doing a spin.
Um, no, I don't know.
Okay.
What I usually do is walk forward. Yeah, walk forward untargeted, pull a sword. And
Yeah, that's also what I do. I feel like I've seen someone do that, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, not sure. Probably depends on your exact position. Oh yeah, are you gonna go for this?
I don't really.
He.
I don't like go for it unless I'm like really behind. I just like always go for the net because it's like consistent.
Okay.
But I should kind of research that. I just don't know when is a good time to do it.
Andy's got a good video on that. But we can look at this as an example. So during this cutscene, you can just look at where the other spider is. So it just moved. Okay, right. So it's turning that direction, like towards you, and it's about to move. So what do you do?
Kind of looking right at me.
It is kind of looking right at you.
So it moved further to the right, which is where I want to be, and it's moving down and to the right.
Well, it's turning.
Which is also where I currently am.
Turning clockwise.
It's turning clockwise.
I feel like
so you don't. It got cut off by the cutscene. You don't actually know where it's going to stop yet. Stop turning.
Yeah. I feel like it's not very likely that it's going to go all the way around and start facing left, but...
Yeah, so you never know, and you're right, it might not do that. But in this case, what I would do, because I know it's about to start moving, it's going to stop turning soon. On that off chance that it does turn enough, I would actually go for this, and then if I see, as soon as I see it stop, if it's not good, I'll just turn around and get the baba.
Yeah, it's like grab onto the vines and...
Yeah, and it might not even get that far. If, like...
Yeah.
If this was its final angle, then yeah. So we'll see what happens. Oh, right. We won't see what happens.
We won't see.
Yeah. Well. Anyway, Andy's got a good video on that.
Oh yeah, it might have actually worked because she kept turning like till like what, like 10 o'clock.
Oh,
like, that's where she was when you threw the nut.
Oh yeah. Yep. That probably would have worked.
Yeah.
Though the thing is, you can never say after the fact because you were turning the camera, getting different RNG calls.
Right. That's true.
I think the amount it's going to turn is determined before it starts turning, but I'm not really sure. Anyway,
Maybe.
I don't know how you learn this, but you don't need to be way over here for this to work. As long as you're standing still on this beam anywhere, it'll work. So like I do it from over here because that's just a direct line.
Mm-hmm. This is just kind of where I learned it and where it's worked the most for me. I've had it fail where I feel like I'm doing it right.
Yeah,
I'm on the beam.
It's one that's easy to get superstitious about. Like I don't know the full range of positions that work. But, one thing I've noticed, and you may already be aware of this, is that generally speaking, your DF walks have had more targeting than is optimal. Like the ideal is target walking for 2 frames exactly, and you are target walking for
5.
1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. Wow, you were right.
5.
How'd you know?
Oh, nice.
I was counting.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
But the movement there, or like the idea of the movement, is really good when both spiders are gone, so you can't target them. DF walk plus 2 rolls is just perfect for that space.
Yeah.
Though one other thing. Well, no, never mind. That was good. Yeah, same thing there. How many frames was that?
That was more than that. 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 7.
Oh my god.
Oh,
So
I
close.
miscounted.
This is obviously just personal preference, but I vastly prefer to see down here so that I can actually see the lanterns or the torches.
That's a good idea. I think I might have messed this up. Never mind. I'm perfect.
That was another place where you went a little farther than you needed. Well, a little more than a little farther than you needed to for lighting this. Like you could have lit it from standing here, and you ran all the way over here. But I guess are you kind of setting up to side hop and, well,
It probably still would have worked even
yeah.
like after the side hop from further away.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a little awkward when I have to like pre-hold L. But yeah,
Excuse me,
I
the
get
spider.
what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never known this. I do roll, 4 rolls might be good here.
I do run 2 rolls, and then I put the lantern away.
Yeah, same. I feel like that's probably optimal, but it's not going to be too big a difference. And if you're not doing item putaways, then it's probably about the same. Pop quiz, what direction do you hold for this one framer?
Down.
Down.
Nice.
You win the quiz.
You got it.
Ah, nice.
I usually, this is like one of the first times I've gone for this. I usually just don't go for the one framer and just hold L and mash forward and A
Uh-huh.
after the cutscene, so I don't have to like aim myself because I'm kind of paranoid about falling.
I would say, for the after rolling down the first roll towards the monkeys, I like targeting during that roll, just so I can like if I went the wrong angle, I can see immediately how I should correct it.
So you could hold like down left and then press A and then target, and then your second roll should be like relatively straight.
Yeah, and then during the roll I go to neutral, and then I start holding forward, and then I see where to go.
That's another thing. Definitely... Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I like changed my angle a lot during the second roll.
Yeah.
I like kind of teleported to the monkeys.
Have you seen that clip where I like go the wrong way of the monkey because I went so far to the side of it?
I feel like I have. I feel like I was there.
Yeah. Wait, do you want to see that? Hang on.
That's amazing.
Or was it from like years ago where I wasn't there? I feel like I remember seeing something similar.
Oh yeah, here it is. I've seen this before happen to someone else too after me.
I'm gonna get some ads, aren't I?
Wait, what?
Fuck.
Incredible.
Did you see that, Andy?
Did you see that, Andy?
Comedy game.
Very good. Oh, right, your movement here. This movement is so awkward because there are slopes everywhere, and like it's really hard to anticipate how fast you'll be moving, but I think generally the idea is the same as what I do. Just run a little bit and then 6 rolls.
Yeah, I did notice when I was doing glitchless for Simple ILs, I was like on average I was going faster if I were to roll and then walk like a little bit more than 3 frames and then do the rest of the rolls.
Okay.
But the second one was usually full speed. But yeah.
You know what? We have a moment. Let's look at the slopes there.
Yeah, true.
Did I target roll for the first roll after the cutscene? Or did I just move?
I think you did the correct thing.
Okay. Because I used to just target roll so I could have the camera be
Oh, no,
facing toward the
you
door.
ran a little bit and then rolled.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
No, this is just continuous. This entire time.
Wait,
There's nothing.
wait, where do you... Oh, you stop right here. Okay.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at X. Duh, I'm so stupid.
I guess the white is flat, though. Wait, what position do you stop at, though?
Oh, the white is flat. Oh, look at that. I think it's around here. I don't feel like setting that up right now.
Oh, okay.
Wow, okay, so up to here, it's actual flat steps. And then at this landing, it's not. And then...
Yeah, that's weird. I'd expect that part to be flat.
Yeah, wait. Oh, okay. Huh.
Wow, okay, and then
Weird.
it's slightly... No, it's still slightly inclined. Okay, so I guess that means the idea is just to make your rolls good before you get here, and then chain as best you can.
Yeah. And then I guess once you get on the top, you can like wait a little bit to get in the flat part. Well, that part's still flat, right? Yeah.
The very top? No.
Oh, it's not?
No, it's tiny
yeah, it's still
incline,
slope.
but that counts.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, never mind then.
Yeah, Forest Temple is just full of those tiny slopes.
Yeah.
But it really is. I always approach these rolling sections as just do your best. Helps to come in with a plan, but never gonna chain frame perfect rolls all the time. So,
That was a new pull sword.
why?
Because you could do it. You could start moving immediately. Well, I guess it doesn't cost time to pull sword if you're like DF walking. I was just thinking like you should start moving immediately is the rationale, and
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
You want to get within
Pull
Ook's
sword during
aggro
Ook.
range as soon as possible. So this is a case where you definitely want to roll first instead of DF walking, because it just
Yeah.
Oh, really? You don't DF walk here?
no.
Oh, okay.
It's not worth the initial time investment. Whee! Nice. A short rang toss. I never, like, if I try to roll out of that when I haven't rolled before the cutscene, I always bonk. I never know what the game is going to be.
Yeah, same.
Nice. Oh, I guess that's the end of the segment. Right. Well, we'll watch your text mashing. Could have been a little faster.
Could be better.
Yeah, I think I was like messing with my memory card,
I
anticipating
bet
the
99% of people don't even know
Sorry,
about
what?
ad. I like have that memory card that has a button to switch memory cards, and I was like, oh shit, I need to press my memory card because there's a save warp coming up.
Ah, yeah.
And then it wouldn't switch, like I
Oh.
wasn't like holding it down fast enough. And then like after that segment, I had like 30 seconds of time loss messing with my memory card. I just wound up saving over a file I already had.
Ah.
Classic.
But yeah, that's that segment. There's a lot of cutscene in that segment.
Yeah. I should have included the whole Master Sword cutscene.
True, that would have been helpful.
It is part of the segment.
It is. It's really hard to lose time on it.
Yeah. Also, here's the portal skip I was talking about. Let's see.
Oh, yeah, let me...
Yeah, it's like literally like... We should have actually put the... Dude, come on.
We should have put the dude come on. Got any dude come?
Oh yeah.
I think it was
I
literally
love
one
to
frame.
put it on.
I guess technically Jamal could have attacked slightly faster, but
This is very silly. Is this with turbo on the right side? Or no, it's not.
oh, I think I... No, okay, never mind. Yeah. Well, I didn't consider lag, because I guess you probably would lag more with Lantern out. But,
Really don't know. Oh, wow. Yeah, that was like the same.
yeah.
Nice.
If you want to be cool, you can go for it, I guess.
Yeah.
Cool. We good?
Yeah, we good.
All right. Hope this helps. I will put it up soon.
Cool.
All right.
Thank you very much.
No problem.